celestial beings, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is Celeste Simone, and I offer pick a card tarot readings just like this one, as well as other spiritual guidance videos and heart-centered healing. So if that is something you are interested in, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below and joining our family of celestial beings. And while you are at it, you can hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I post a new video every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. Today I have for you a brand new pick a card reading that is going to dive into the next love coming into your life. What is coming up next for you in your love life? So if you are ready to dive into each one of these piles like I am to find out what is next for you in love, then let's just dive in and see what we have to offer. I also want to mention that after each one of these individual readings here on my YouTube channel, I also do extended readings that I link to in the description box below. So the extended readings will dive even further into messages about your next love, and really what you can find at those readings is a complete Celtic cross tarot spread. Now that goes into the past, the present, and the future surrounding the situation that is heading towards you. And I also take a look at additional oracle cards as well. So if you like to really do a deep dive, get even further information about what is coming to you in your love life, then please check out those extended readings. Again, I link to those in the description box below as well. So first you want to pick your pile, and for pile number 1 we have a amethyst stone. For pile number 2 we have a fluorite stone. For pile number 3 we have celestite stone. Okay, you guys, so I will show you a close-up of each one of these piles, and when you are ready, you can even choose to pause the video if you would like, take a moment, see which pile resonates with you, which one you are most drawn to. Once you have chosen your pile, you could head on down into the description box below and find the timestamps that I have posted there so that you can head on over to your pile. Again, pile number 1 is an amethyst, pile number 2 is a fluorite stone, and pile number 3 is a celestite geode. Okay, you guys, so I will see you over at your reading as soon as you are ready. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 1. I have your pile here with the amethyst geode on it. Okay, you guys, let's dive in first to the tarot cards, see what they have to say for you. We have the 2 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Pentacles, and lastly we have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, you guys, I'm seeing that you may have recently found, either in a relationship or outside of a relationship, but basically your harmony between working on the relationship or working on your love life versus working on your either career or personal projects, things like that, you've almost gotten out of balance with them. I feel like you may have been either burning the candle at both ends, you know, where you're just exhausting yourself and doing so much trying to kind of keep up with both, or if you have not yet found your love or your romantic partner, then you may have been too busy really to focus on that, because you've been kind of like almost not being able to find a good harmony, not being able to find a good balance between your work life and your personal life. So what I'm seeing is that this may have caused some heartbreak, this may have caused the ending of a relationship, or you may have just been feeling almost like just emotionally drained and trying to heal from that, moving on from that, because I am seeing that with the 5 of Cups, you are moving on, you are, you know, kind of looking at what was lost, reevaluating, trying to really figure out yourself, what you want in life and what's going to make you happy, and what, you know, really like the things in your life that are going to make you happy. That's what I'm seeing with all these like pentacles coming up for you, is maybe you're kind of looking around at your current situation and you're trying to figure out, like, what do I want to keep and what do I want to kind of give up and move on from. I'm seeing with the 10 of Pentacles, we're coming to really the ending of kind of a cycle. So if you've kind of been in this cycle of like burning yourself out, feeling just really exhausted, or just kind of feeling out of balance, out of whack, not really having a good flow between kind of like you know, treating yourself, taking care of yourself versus like doing a lot of work or having to take care of a lot of things, being responsible for so many things. That kind of disharmony has just kind of caused you to almost have like, it's like an emotional release, you know, like, oh my gosh, like I'm ready to just take a break. I need to like reevaluate my life and reevaluate things. And that's why the Ten of Pentacles is coming up in reverse, because we're kind of seeing an ending to this type of scenario, this type of disharmony and imbalancement that you've been experiencing lately. And with the Page of Pentacles, I'm seeing that, again, you're starting to reevaluate things. You may be starting a new project. You may be even just kind of giving up some old projects so that you can focus on things that you really care about. Maybe you're deciding to, you know, figure out what job you want to go into. Maybe you are applying to new jobs. But the Page of Pentacles is really a new start. It's really a fresh look at your kind of your material situation. So this is very in the physical. When we see pentacles, we're talking about things that have to do with your job, your finances, maybe even where you live, things that you are doing on a regular basis. So maybe it's not a huge life change, but maybe it's minor things. You know, maybe you're taking a little bit more time to care for yourself. Maybe you're watching or spending a little bit more. Maybe you're kind of reevaluating your savings and what you're doing with that. But really it's taking a fresh look, taking a fresh start at these kind of things. Now, this is what I'm seeing is going to actually help you in your love coming up next, because I see that doing this, making these changes, taking on this new mindset is going to help you essentially in love moving forward. Because before, I see with love maybe having kind of a negative effect on you, maybe your past relationship was a difficult one, in other words. So moving on from that, healing, taking time to really look at what you want, creating the life that you really want is what's going to kind of help you in your next relationship and kind of in your love life moving forward. So with the Three of Pentacles, I'm seeing that all of this, you're coming out of, again, what I said before is like this time of overtaxing yourself or just kind of feeling out of sorts. You kind of were in conflict either with yourself, maybe with somebody else was draining you of your energy, a past relationship. Maybe you're still in this relationship, but you're reevaluating your life and yourself while still in a relationship. Or if not, maybe this type of lifestyle has been preventing you from meeting somebody and from starting a relationship. So with the Three of Pentacles, I'm seeing this is going to result in just like being praised, having a lot of positive feedback. So the effort that you are going to be making, the projects that you are going to be starting, it's going to result in this feeling of just like people appreciating you and getting the recognition that you deserve for everything that you have accomplished so far. I'm also sensing that some of you have an owl spirit animal. This is kind of coming out to me, and this is probably more of a specific reading for some of you. But the owl right now is a very symbolic figure for you right now. So you may want to look into the owl totem and kind of connect with the energy of the owl. The owl represents wisdom, but there's also wisdom at night. So owls tend to come out at night, and so symbolically I'm sensing that this animal totem is coming out right now to me is because it's almost like things that you have been kind of keeping from yourself, maybe shadows that you haven't really delved into, they're going to be coming up for you. And with the Page of Pentacles, I feel like you're going to be gaining more confidence because you're going to be addressing those things that you've maybe put aside and distracted yourself from really dealing with. And that's why maybe you're having kind of an emotional release or emotions kind of coming up for you right now. It's because this really had to happen for you to face some certain things in your life, in yourself, that you maybe have been avoiding. And you know, your inner spirit guide is trying to tell you, your inner higher self is trying to tell you, hey, take a look at these things. It's time for a reevaluation, and it's time for kind of a fresh outlook and a fresh start of focusing more on how are you going to move forward in your life and what is going to be very beneficial for you right now, rather than maybe getting caught up in others' expectations or others' needs and wants and kind of putting yourself second for so long. Now is the time really where you're starting to gain wisdom, but it's wisdom about your inner self, about your inner truth, and about your new direction that you are taking. So for some of you, I just was really drawn to the owl on this card, and I just had this sense that I had to mention that the owl is very, is coming forward right now to to address those things, that maybe you haven't been aware of or been kind of denying within yourself. But it's time to face those inner feelings and those inner conflicts. Okay, let's take a look at the oracle cards next. We have partnership. Learn to grow with others, overcome obstacles by working together, touch each other's hearts while life lasts. So yeah, partnership is coming in your future, and I also feel like you may have faced a difficult partnership in the past. I'm seeing with the Five of Cups again, I'm generally feeling like you almost have to move away with the Two of Pentacles, almost ending a partnership of some kind that was disharmonious. So with the partnership, this is all a lesson, you know, you're learning to grow, and the relationships that you are in or have been in are teaching you this. So it's important to, in your future relationships, you're going to be learning how to overcome these obstacles. It's all, what I'm really getting from this card is that it really is all a growth process. So anything that you feel like maybe was a setback or that you felt was not feeling right, you know, this is all things right now to be addressing within yourself, whether you're in a relationship and you need to kind of overcome these obstacles together, or you're kind of reflecting on old relationships and kind of either what went wrong or like why they didn't work out. Partnerships are it's almost like a partnership in spiritual growth. So you guys are helping each other to grow and expand, and if you look at it from this perspective, it's going to be more helpful for you in the future to kind of get that fresh start that you're looking for. Okay, next we have pilgrimage. You are on a journey to your own greatness. Your soul is longing to find the way. Only you can choose your path. So it's important to remember, again, this journey is all about growth. And so we're seeing that a partnership, possibly in the past or one that you are currently in, is going to have taught you how to grow, how you are going to expand, how you're going to change. And because of this, you're now at a place where you're choosing a path. It's time to really step up and take that ownership of what you really want right now in your life. What path are you going to choose? What do you feel is right for you? You don't have to know everything, you know, you don't have to know every step of the way. You don't even have to know if it is 100% exactly what you want to do, but it's more so knowing, taking in the present moment and figuring out what you know right now about yourself and taking that next step. And from that next step, you then grow. You now learn what you like, what you don't like. You expand even further, and then you take another step and another step. So this is all part of the journey. If you're feeling regret right now, if you're feeling that loss and thinking like, well, you know, what a waste of time with that relationship, or if you're thinking, well, should I have done what I did? Was this the right relationship to be in? Either way, it was where you have to be at that time in order to reach your present state. So now it's the time to, you know, recognize this is just a pilgrimage. You're on a journey and you're still on that journey. So now where do you want to go next? You know, what have you learned about your past and how is that going to shape your future? Okay, let's take a look at the next oracle card, and we have power. Call upon the elements. Focus your intentions. The greatest dragon is within you. You're going to really gain this new powerful energy back in you. Power is really coming into your power, into your personal power, and making that choice is like the most powerful thing you can do for yourself. And also recognizing that it is your choice to make and nobody else's. Like, this is a powerful place for you to be in your life right now. And the cards want you to know that, hey, like, you're in control right now. What do you want to do with your life? Take back your power. You know, don't give up your power to anybody else. This is for you to make your next decision so you can choose your path, because this is your journey. You know, you're on a journey to your own greatness. You are already great. You know, I want to take this a step further and say, like, there's nothing that you have to do to make yourself greater than you are right now. You were born in perfection. The universe put you here for a reason. The universe made you who you are because you have a very specific role to play in the sacred geometry of life. And so there's nothing, like, you're on your own greatness. Okay, so you do grow, you know, you do expand, all that happens, but there's nothing that is lacking within you as a spirit, as a conscious being, as a celestial being. There is nothing that you have to find or seek outside of yourself in order to make yourself better. But we are in a physical life, so we are in a manifestation of the physical form, and therefore it is a journey. We see things very linearly in this life, and that's really what pilgrimage means. It's like you're growing in ways that really is just leading you back to yourself. It's really just leading back to your own personal power. And so really, as soon as you recognize that, take ownership of that, you are going to be able to choose the next path that you want to go on. And that is going to be your choice to make. Okay, you guys, let's take a look at the next oracle card. Nature. So with this oracle card, I feel that nature is your true nature, coming back to yourself again. Like you maybe lost yourself maybe in a past relationship, or maybe you lost yourself in a current relationship and you don't want to leave that person. You just want to find yourself at another level. So your true nature is coming out. Nature, yeah, I'm just sensing like this is your true self. Your true nature is coming out right now and wanting to be heard. So the owl is revealing, yeah, this owl energy right now, it's revealing to you some things that you haven't addressed in a while, or that you thought maybe you would kind of move past and not really ever think about, but these aspects of yourself are coming up and wanting to be heard. And you're going to, I do feel with power, like this energy is going to be backing you, and it's going to help you to take those next steps. If you do need to take a walk in nature and really connect with animals, with woods, or with the ocean maybe even, then that is something that is a good thing to do while you're kind of reflecting and kind of doing kind of meditation. Your meditation may be best and most effective in nature, and that could be on a beach, that could be by the ocean, or in the woods, in the trees, with some owls. So whatever you are called to do as well, that is important right now as you start to really truly find yourself again. Next we have reflection. Yeah, you guys, you know, again, you are reflecting. This is a self-reflection time period, and this is, you know, this reading is really about love, but in order to find that, I really feel like your reading is about self-love, as cliche as it sounds. I feel like, you know, this is a time where you got off kilter a little bit. You've lost your direction, and now is a time to take a step back, to reflect, to do some inner reflection, and to find what you really want in your life, to find who and ultimately find out who you are and who you really want as a partner in your life as well. And I think partnerships in the past have really taught you this, or you may be in a relationship currently that is teaching you this right now. You know, maybe your partner is reflecting back to you things about yourself that you are realizing, hey, you know, this is really triggering me and I wonder why. What is that? Maybe I should go into that deeper and further and see why I'm being triggered, or why this is affecting me in this way. So yeah, not only are you reflecting on yourself, but your partner also may be reflecting back to you and mirroring back to you some things that you need to address. And now is really what the energy surrounding you is going to kind of pull you in that direction of doing, is the self-reflection phase, and then coming out of it with a clear direction, with a clear choice that you want to make to take the next step in your life journey. Lastly, we have love. Okay, so this is all, again, like, even though these cards are very, you know, there's not too many relationship cards, we do have partnership, but ultimately this is leading you to love. So you're being led back to love through self-love. The partnership is there, you know, the partnership is either coming towards you or is kind of like the end goal for this. So really, this is a key. These messages are key for your romantic relationships moving forward. The love that you have for yourself, the inner knowing, finding your true nature, finding your true self, and going back to where it all began. Maybe going back into your childhood, reflecting on your life, finding who you truly are, becoming in a state of love, feeling that oneness with love and that alignment with yourself, that is a state of love, is being truly aligned with your higher self. So love is coming, this energy is coming through for you, and this is really the end result for this journey that you are taking. And it's not, you know, I don't think this is something that is like lifelong journey. I just feel like, you know, maybe the next few weeks, maybe a month or two, you're going through this kind of self-reflection phase, and by the end, when you come out of that phase, you know, each one of you is going to be different for how long that'll take to really truly reflect and find your true purpose that is bringing you appreciation, that you feel really proud of yourself for. But once you get there, you're going to be in a state of love. You know, this energy is really your final outcome. I'm feeling with that love card. Okay, group 1, thank you so much again for joining me for this reading. I appreciate it so much. If you did enjoy this reading, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know if it did resonate with you. As I mentioned, if you want to continue this reading with me in my extended reading, head on down into the description box below, and all the extended readings are linked there. Otherwise, I hope you will subscribe to my channel and join our family of celestial beings. And you can click that notification bell if you would like to be notified the next time I post another video just like this one. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now. Hello, my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 2. I have your pile right here with the fluorite stone on it. So let us just dive into your tarot cards and see what is coming up next for you in love. All right, you guys. Check out the tarot cards. We have the 10 of Swords, the Magician, the 7 of Swords, the 6 of Cups, and lastly we have the 5 of Wands. Okay, group 1, so I'm seeing a lot of information here in these cards, and let us just start with the 10 of Swords, because I'm seeing that you may have just kind of gotten through some difficult time, or you may be at the end of a really difficult situation, or even like thought process that is going on in your head. Like maybe you have just been really weighed down by these thoughts. Now it could be that you are having negative thoughts about your love life or your situation that you are in, and this is really coming to an end. I'm seeing with the Magician that there may be some, I'm almost getting the sense that there's somebody in your life who you may need to really get away from, who may even have been causing the 10 of Swords. Whatever situation you are in, you may be feeling like this person maybe manipulated you, because I'm seeing that you're going to kind of leave that situation as soon as you can. You're going to leave that situation and kind of cut your losses and get out of it and kind of, you know, escape it just in time almost. And with the Magician card, there's kind of 2 messages in here, because I am getting the sense that this person who you were kind of escaping from, again, may have manipulated you or tricked you in some way, or just almost like been kind of able to kind of charm you in some ways at first, but then the relationship is going to kind of turn sour. You're just going to kind of sense that it's not right. And I am seeing with the Magician card as well that this is also a message that it's important for you to focus on your intentions and focus on what you want to manifest in your life right now, and focus on bringing that into your life rather than being too focused on the past. I'm seeing with the 6 of Cups. So now is a really important time to cut your losses, to move forward, maybe move out of a situation so that you can start to welcome in new energy into your life. Right now, you may be going through a difficult time, but as I'm seeing with the 10 of Swords, this is coming to a head. This is coming to the end, and the only way it may be able to end is for you to really escape the situation, to leave it behind. So I'm seeing the 6 of Cups, you know, this is maybe a reflection of the past, or maybe even feeling kind of sad about the past or things that have happened. This may have even been a situation that you've already escaped from and you have left behind, and are now kind of, you know, reflecting kind of forlornly about what had happened to you and what you wish had happened or how it played out. And now is really not the time to get too caught up in those thoughts, because I've seen that they are just kind of weighing you down, but you did the right thing to move on, to leave the situation, to get out of there. I'm seeing also with the Five of Wands as kind of like the final card here is be aware that there may be conflict going on still, that you may have even removed yourself from this conflict, but you may be finding that other people are still in it, and or it may come up again. Stuff from your past may actually come up again, causing further conflict that it's really important for you to just kind of stay out of. There may be multiple people involved in this, and it's just not going to be a healthy situation for you. So it is important to trust your intuition, trust your instincts, and if you need to like remove yourself again from the situation, it may be important for you to do that. And with the Magician card, I am seeing energy is backing you right now, so you do have power right now backing you to really start changing your situation. With the Magician card, this is like a master manifestor, so this energy is coming to really support you, to help kind of get you out of this situation. So if you're kind of doubting it, you may actually have a kind of burst of energy, or kind of you're almost like drawn to get away from it and just kind of go with that flow, because it seems like that's going to be the right thing, even though it may kind of cause some conflict for other people, even though it may cause you to kind of reflect on that and feel like, did you do the right thing, and was the past, did it work out okay, and to have to release a lot of maybe emotional healing has to be done because of what has happened. Definitely take the time to do that. But ultimately, I do see you escaping and getting out of that situation that maybe have been weighing heavily on you. I mean, this could even be with family that you're trying to kind of get out of, and yeah, it's just no longer serving you. Okay, let's see what the Oracle cards have to say. See if they can offer more information. Okay, we have rebirth. No matter what happens, you can find new wings. Rise from the past, accept the positive change that is coming. Yeah, getting you know, the rebirth, this is coming to an end. These tarot cards, this energy is really coming to an end, and we see that with the Ten of Swords, like you are on the tail end of having been through a really draining and like mentally taxing situation. Now with rebirth, it is important to know that you will find love again. You will move into a new relationship that is positive for you. You will find somebody who is not going to manipulate you or trick you into a relationship that you thought maybe the person was somebody else, and then they turned out to be not a loving person or not empathetic to you. So this rebirth you are going to find is going to be a very positive change for you in the time to come. Next, we have clarity. Banish the fog of illusion. Open your eyes to the truth. Remember the perfection of who you are. Okay, you guys, you do not have to put up with this. You don't have to force yourself to deal with this. Now, if you are in a family relationship or situation that you can't get out of because you are maybe too young, the situation may not allow you to make moves to escape it in the same way. But there may be ways to distance yourself from those people. There may be ways to also, you know, to avoid confrontation with these people until you are able to get yourself out of this situation. I am seeing for many of you, though, this is kind of coming to a head where you are leaving this in you are able to get out of the situation with the Seven of Swords. So definitely put the energy out there. Put your manifestations to work. Really focus on what you want to achieve and accomplish that is going to help to get you out of a negative situation, or even in just a negative headspace. If you're just kind of in a negative low energy, start using your focus to try to manifest that new energy, because I see that with the Magician, that energy does want to come through for you, and you're going to start seeing, you know, the clarity of the situation. Maybe the relationship is not beneficial to you anymore, and you're going to realize that and have a rebirth, really have like a new awakening as to who you are, what you want, what the situation really is in your life, and realize like, oh wow, this is not very beneficial to me at all. Or you're going to gain clarity about somebody who you trusted. You thought that they were a really nice, like charismatic person, then they turned out to be kind of a narcissist. So gaining clarity. Be prepared for that information to come to light for you and for you to see the truth of the situation. And if you have to make the decision to leave, then trust that intuition, trust that instinct, and make that choice. Then we have mercy. Let compassion fill your world. Offer kindness to all living things. What you give, you also receive. I feel like mercy is coming to you. You are going to be given mercy. In other words, you're finally going to get away from something that has been an ongoing terror to you or traumatic situation, that you are finally going to receive mercy. Almost like you're going to receive sanctuary from the situation, that you're no longer going to have to struggle or be trapped any longer. So for this, I'm seeing not so much that you need to be giving further mercy for others, but I am seeing that let compassion fill your world. It's almost like allow others to help you. Let that energy into your life so that you receive mercy from the difficult things that you've had to face. Remember to practice gratitude as well and be grateful for what you do have, even though sometimes it can be really difficult to find that. Being grateful simply for the sun, for the moon, for even just the air you breathe, and moving from there to try to bring gratitude into your life is going to really help you manifest the life that you want to live in the future. Okay, so I'm really sending energy right now. If you would like to receive this energy, please comment down below 2 green hearts, because I feel like this is really focusing on the heart chakra. But I do want to send you healing energy and protection during this time. So you can let me know if you would like in the comments below that you would like to receive the healing energy. But either way, you know, you can even just say this within yourself that you would like to receive this energy. But I am feeling this emanating right now from my heart chakra to you guys. So whatever you are going through, I am sending this energy. I just want to put that out there. I always like to include healing energy in my readings. So even if I maybe don't mention it, I still include it, just because I always kind of send the energy out. It's just like a natural thing that I do, but I just wanted to put it out there that I am sending this to you, and you can accept this within yourself. So if you're open to that, let me know in the comments below. But otherwise, let's continue with the next oracle cards. Okay, next we have Sanctuary. Okay, you guys, I'm getting the chills because I know I just said sanctuary, and I was not expecting this card. So this is the sanctuary that you are going to finally be receiving. The universe is wanting to give you sanctuary. So if you are, you know, you're going to find a clear path of escape almost. I'm feeling like this is going to be maybe somebody you reach out to, they offer a place for you to stay, or even just like you finally find a opportunity within yourself to leave and give yourself sanctuary by leaving a situation, by finally making that decision to do that. So you're protected. Again, I'm sending this energy. I'm getting the chills, but like, yep, I'm feeling that you are going to be protected. Okay, next we have Purity. Wow, this is a really powerful card. But Purity is coming right along with Clarity. Oh, you can see I'm getting the chills. Purity is really along the lines of purifying yourself. I'm seeing with Purity that you're almost clearing these things from yourself, this painful negative energy as well from within. It's almost like, again, I'm seeing banishing the fog of illusion, clearing things away for yourself, clearing away any of the negative energy like coming at you from other people, finding purity again within yourself, and also being your authentic self and making that decision for yourself rather than being kind of caught up in, like, again, this fog, this kind of lying to yourself or others kind of lying to you. That is all going to become clear, and you're going to bring pure awareness of the situation into your life. Now lastly, we have Gratitude. Yes, okay, so gratitude is an important practice. I mentioned before, being grateful. I promise you guys, I didn't know these cards were going to come through, so this is pretty awesome. And my hairs are like standing on end because I'm getting like the chills, because it's just like, I just feel between purity, again, the clearing, the cleansing energy, the healing of your heart chakra coming through, finding this sanctuary in a very safe place. Gratitude is, you know, this is a rebirth, and when you're reborn, you have a fresh start. You have a pure new start, and I'm feeling that for you guys, and you are going to feel grateful for so many more things. So just hang in there. Remember to kind of practice gratitude whenever you are able to. Yeah, and this is beautiful. You guys, wherever you're at right now in this process, if it is, I'm sure it is difficult for you, but hang in there. And when you find your opportunity, when the universe knocks and says, hey, it's time to leave, we have an option for you to escape, take that, take that opportunity and take the next step to your positive change. All right, thank you so much, Group 2, for joining me for this reading. I hope some of these messages are helpful to you moving forward. Again, I am wishing you guys the best and moving out of even just a negative headspace. If it's not maybe physically moving from one place to another or out of a situation, at least maybe escaping a negative headspace and depression and anxiety. That in itself is a huge feat as well. I hope you guys are doing well. Please give this video a big thumbs up if it was helpful to you, and if you liked it, that really helps me. It lets me know that you are enjoying my content, and it also helps my channel out, so I appreciate that so much. Also, comment down below, let me know if it resonated with you, and if you would like to watch the extended reading for this video, it is in the description box below, so we can go into even further depth. If you like to dive deep into these readings like I do, and you want to kind of gain more description as to the situation and what is to come, you can join me at the extended reading. Otherwise, I hope you will subscribe to my channel and join my family of celestial beings here on my corner of YouTube. And lastly, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. I hope to see you guys back again soon. I love you all so much, but bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 3. I have your pile right here with the Celestite stone on it. So let's just dive into your tarot cards and find out what is next in love for you. So what is in store for you next for love in your life? Okay, you guys, let's dive into the tarot cards. We have 5 of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the 7 of Pentacles. We have the 4 of Pentacles. And lastly, we have the High Priestess. Okay, you guys, I'm seeing that maybe in the recent past or maybe currently in your situation, you are maybe mourning the loss of something material, maybe finances, maybe a job, something that you maybe had to give up in a very material way. So this could be like your home or some money that you had to give up, or some kind of situation like that having to do with career, having to do with business or money or something of that sort. So I'm seeing that you maybe had to have kind of moved away from that, and you definitely felt the loss of this item or this value, something of value to you that you have lost. And I'm seeing with the Queen of Cups that you maybe had to undergo some healing energy. Now, for some of you, if this was a relationship that you have kind of moved away from, this may have been in the distant past. So this is something that maybe you mourned for and you are mostly healed from or over, but it's still kind of lingering in the back of your mind, but it maybe has been some time for you to kind of recuperate. And I'm seeing with the Queen of Cups that you've come out of this in a very mature way. You've been able to heal, you've been able to overcome this loss, and really use it to your advantage so that you can kind of grow and expand and become a better person because of it. I'm also seeing that with the Queen of Cups, you may automatically kind of be more of an empathetic person to others. You're very caring, very warm, very compassionate, understanding type of person to other people. Now I'm also seeing that you are going to undergo some kind of growth very soon, that you may be feeling a little bit like a little afraid maybe, or a little a little wary of kind of spending too much money or using up your finances too soon. So you're going to be kind of like frugal about what you do or your next steps. Now, if this isn't directly related to money, then it may be just that you're kind of being a little protective of yourself, moving into possibly another relationship or just kind of moving forward in life, that you really want to kind of take a moment to protect what you still have and keep that close to you, because you don't want to go through this kind of loss again. So you're a little more careful moving forward, a little wise to trust as easily or to put yourself out there as easily as before. I am seeing, though, with the Seven of Pentacles, that something is going to pay off for you despite what is lost, that not all is lost, and you're going to be going very soon through a growth situation. So for next coming up in your love life, you are going to kind of you're going to start seeing abundance again in your life, and this could be in the form of a new love interest, but really I'm seeing ultimately it's almost like regrowing, rebuilding yourself from where you kind of left off. Maybe there was that loss that had happened financially, or even losing maybe your partner, losing the relationship, ending the relationship, and now you are going to really move into a place of where you're emotionally healed. I feel like this is coming up next for you. You're going to be in a place of complete emotional stability and just feeling whole, feeling very in a oneness, and feeling self-love for yourself. And so this is actually going to lead you to some really major breakthroughs, some growth in your life. And I am seeing that, you're going to still take it carefully. You're going to take things slow and not really rush into things too much. But what I'm seeing with the High Priestess as your kind of final card for these tarot cards, as I'm seeing with the High Priestess, this almost like this opportunity to really do some major healing and major growth, even in your next relationship. I'm seeing that with your next relationship and romantic relationship, that you're going to enter into it, as I mentioned, even more expanded and aware. You're almost like, this is like a spiritual relationship that you're going to be entering into. And I'm seeing with the High Priestess, this divine feminine energy that you're approaching this relationship with, and that is kind of going to be surrounding you moving forward. It's really going to bring you a relationship that is at a higher level than you've experienced in the past. You may even find that in your other relationships, things were almost superficial in comparison to the relationship that you're going to be entering into next. And while you are in your relationship, the next one that you are going to be in, again, you're going to be experiencing a new rise of abundance and almost like new success, new things coming towards you. This really going to reignite that gratitude and make you feel like you're back to your old self again, but at a higher level, like a higher awareness. But you're feeling comfortable again. You're feeling happy again. You're feeling like you're receiving from the universe again, after having to go through that big loss that kind of left you grieving and really mourning over the fact that you had to leave some things behind. Maybe they were objects or a house or whatever situation you were in prior that you had to kind of grow from. You're in a phase now, I feel like for many of you, you've already kind of gone through the healing from that. You've picked yourself up and you've started up again, and now you are ready to like regrow better than ever your life back to where it was, and then some. And you're going to see that. You're going to see the abundance come back into your life, and it's going to be better than ever. And you're going to have almost like this self-reflection where you realize, like, I am such a bigger person now. I am so more understanding and compassionate and empathetic for other people and what they've been through, because I've been through this. And it's just going to give you a new and higher perspective on your life and your situation. So let's take a look at the Oracle cards next. We have Journey. Focus on how far you have come, not how far you have to go. You will find help in unexpected places. So this learning lesson that you've been through up until this point and moving into your next love relationship, I'm really seeing that you're going to kind of embark on a new journey. Anything that you left behind was kind of like it's almost like an old part of your life that no longer served you, and so you've moved away from it. And I'm really seeing with the High Priestess that this is part of a higher journey and a higher path that you are on. So it's really important to trust in the process. And also with Journey, something stood out to me: you will find help in unexpected places. So I think maybe somebody, your next love coming into your life, is going to be somewhat unexpected. Almost like you're kind of focusing so much on rebuilding what was lost within yourself and within your lifestyle, that this person is just going to come to you and you're going to draw them in unexpectedly and in a very like spiritual way. Because I feel like when I'm seeing spiritual for you guys, I really am seeing that you are on a path to better yourself and to expand yourself and your awareness. So now that you have kind of reached a new level, you're going to attract somebody into your life, into your relationship, that is at a higher level than maybe your past relationships were. Okay, your next card is Destiny. Your next card is Destiny. Acknowledge your mission, align with your purpose. You have gifts to share with the world. So this loss that you've experienced, it's a blessing in disguise, because what you're going to find is that you're actually moving into a better position for yourself to be on your soul mission. And we're seeing with the High Priestess again that this is like a new level for you that you will be reaching, or you are kind of like already on the path to reaching at this point in your life. So this is coming up very soon for you guys. I'm seeing like it's like the next stage in your life and in love. It's all going to be about your destiny and your soul mission. So you're really going to find that your next love is going to be really like, there's going to be a deepening between the two of you where you both are growing and spiritually connecting, and also like raising your vibration and reaching higher levels of awareness where you're like, this is my destiny, like this is where I'm meant to be. And also like the things you are working on in the tangible world that you're really super grateful for receiving, like all of this is going to go hand in hand with your spiritual journey. Okay, next we have Integrity. Drop the things that offend your soul, embrace your truth. It's your life, let no one live it for you. I'm seeing with the High Priestess, like just this self-empowerment coming through, and with Integrity, we're seeing that this really means you're reaching a state of pure self, like authenticity and alignment with your true self and your true mission for why you're here. So this is an awesome and amazing place to be in moving forward, and being able to really find your true self and have integrity when you are moving forward in your love life as well, and how you are moving forward in your life in general. It's like everything is kind of aligning for you in the near future, and it's part of your soul mission. So even if you are still kind of mourning the loss of this past scenario, this job, this kind of material income or financial loss of some sort, even if you are mourning the loss of that still at some level, you are really outgrowing those things. You're going to find that you no longer need that it's okay that had to fall away from your life, because you are now living your best life. You're being more authentic to yourself, and you're doing something that aligns with what you really feel like is your true life mission and your destiny. Okay, let's take a look at the next oracle cards. We're going to save these cards for the extended reading. So if you do want to head on over to that reading after this one, you can find the link in the description box below. And that's where we'll take a look at those oracle cards. And I also do a complete Celtic Cross tarot spread with my tarot cards. All right, but let's keep going with these oracle cards. Intention. So I feel with intention that up until this point, before kind of living in your authentic life, you maybe have to kind of look at your intentions and reevaluate why you ended up in your past situation, so you can understand what you're really meant to do, rather than getting caught up in that again. So when you look at your next steps in your life, what are your intentions, and what energy are you putting out there? Because deep down, the universe knows your true intention, and it's going to reflect back to you people who are mirroring that intention. So even if you feel like you are hiding it from yourself or hiding it from other people, the universe knows your true intention. So ultimately, intention comes down to the energy that you are putting out there with every decision and choice that you make. And what I'm seeing is you really raising your vibrations, and with that comes a higher intent. So it's almost like you're now coming from a place as you move through this journey that you are currently, taking this new path, and really reflecting on how far you have come, but also reflecting on your intentions in the past and how you're going to change those so you can actually manifest something different into your life that's more stable and that's not going to kind of lead to some kind of loss like it has in the past. So before entering into a new venture and a new position or job or project, it's really important to see, well, where's my energy at? Am I just doing this for other people? Am I just doing this because I think other people, will think it's okay? Am I doing this because I think it'll just make me a bunch of money, but it's going to end up making me miserable again? What are your intentions when you are taking your next steps financially, and also when you meet your person, when you are looking to be with somebody, what are their intentions? And are you putting energy out there to attract somebody because you think they'll make you look good, or because you really want to learn more about yourself? And sometimes it's more important to reflect on yourself and be very hyper aware of who you are and what your intentions are before you even start considering what another person's intentions are. Because really, you can attract into your life people who also have the same good intentions that you do, if that is the energy that you are putting out there. All right, let's take a look at the next card. We have balance. You're coming back into alignment with your true self. You're going to be finding balance again. And I think prior to this, prior to this energy coming back into your life of finding the balance between your love life maybe and your finances, or even just within yourself, like an emotional balance, maybe not feeling so overly taxed or feeling like you're not sure who you are anymore. You're just so out of balance that you're not even sure who your true self is and what makes you truly happy. So, so if that is the case, then this whole journey, this whole process, how far you have come, you're going to look back and be like, ever since you've maybe lost these things in the past, let go of these material things, this life situation, whatever this is kind of out of your life now, or whoever this may be who is out of your life now. Reflect on how far you have come, and you may realize that you are in such a better place than you were. So, you may still feel like you're out of balance still, and that you're still trying to find yourself and get back into balance, which with the High Priestess, this is really a spiritual journey. This is really going to be part of your life's mission. And ultimately, you may realize well, yeah, I may still feel kind of out of sorts, and I may still feel like I have more to learn and to grow and to find out about myself and my path. But if I look at my past and how far I have come, I'm so much more in balance now. So really right now, balance for you guys is going to be finding that inner peace, finding that inner place where you can go and be alone, and maybe even go into meditation and create a more balanced life. Take a look at the next card. Guardian Angel. With the High Priestess card, I can see with this card again, this angel is on this card, and I keep kind of reflecting back of this image of the angel with the apple, and really kind of holding the forbidden fruit. So for you, you are ultimately coming into a higher level of knowledge. You're tasting the forbidden fruit, and that can be difficult sometimes. It can be challenging to really face yourself and face some of those past mistakes maybe you feel like you made, or maybe you even have kind of regrets with this Five of Pentacles, where you feel like you maybe even lost a part of your life, dedicated it to something that you didn't feel like was worth your time, or somebody who was not worth your time. But I feel like you are now being guided towards your higher purpose, towards your higher destiny right now. And it's very important to remain aware of this and to listen to your body. I'm seeing with balance as well, listen to your body. Listen to when it is telling you that it needs a break. Listen to when you are needing rest, and when you feel off about something that you were working on. When you listen to your body, listen to your intuition, and if something feels off, if you just don't feel good about something, you change directions, or you reflect on it, or you take a moment to really take a step back and think about what you're doing, what are your intentions behind it, and start to become more aware and almost hyper vigilant about being in the present moment, being aware of your present state. Like, how am I feeling about this? And then kind of figuring out why. I feel like this is where you are moving to. This is where you are going to find that inner balance. And your guardian angel, I really feel like this is coming through to really acknowledge and confirm that you're moving into a higher state. And I feel when I usually get the Queen of Cups card, I mentioned kind of this is an empathetic person. And now that I kind of see the High Priestess coming in for this higher level of awareness, this knowledge, it can be difficult. It can be difficult going through this spiritual journey. You are obtaining self-awareness. You're obtaining knowledge of a higher purpose, of a higher calling, and maybe even other things too. Maybe you're being called by your guardian angel of a higher mission, and also to really face some things about yourself. When you awaken in that way, it can be very difficult. It can be very challenging. I've actually done a video on things that I wish I knew during a spiritual awakening. So I will link to that video above if you are interested in taking a look at that. But it can be very painful at times too, in emotional ways, mental ways, things like that. So you may also be very drained and tired going through a spiritual awakening. But I do feel like you, group 3, are my group who kind of maybe empaths, maybe spiritually attuned to energies and very sensitive. So, and when I say sensitive, I mean it in the best possible way, because I myself am sensitive, but like if someone calls you sensitive, it's considered an insult. But I've gotten to the point where I'm actually like, yeah, I'm sensitive, and that means that I pick up on more things. So being sensitive is actually almost like a superpower. So I don't find it to be a negative word. So I just want to clarify that. So you guys may be sensitives, and that is probably why you kind of have a higher soul mission. Some of you may even actually be earth angels, and that's why this guardian angel card is coming through as well. So you may have angels on the other side who are helping you with your mission here on the earth and the journey that you chose for yourself. I feel like you've always been I feel like you've always had integrity. I think more so it's about you being able to even further follow the path that you were meant to be on. So if you feel like you're in maybe the spot of the 5 of Pentacles right now, and you kind of feel like you're still in the midst of trying to figure out what your next step is, what your life is going to look like, rest assured that this is really part of a higher soul mission. So ultimately you're going to, in hindsight, realize how much this has helped you to grow and helped you to become aware of who you really truly are. Okay, thank you, group 3. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. That really lets me know that you are enjoying my content. It also helps my channel out, so I really appreciate that. And also, you can comment down below and let me know if this reading was helpful to you, if it resonated with you. I read all of the comments. I also reply back as soon as I can. So I do appreciate comments, and really connecting with you guys further just means a lot to me. And lastly, if you have not done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join our family of celestial beings. And while you're at it, if you like to be notified every time I post a new video, you can hit that notification bell and it'll let you know. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I love you guys so much. I appreciate all of your comments, all of your likes, and also all of my subscribers. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough for joining me for this video and for any of my readings. I really super appreciate it. If you would like to join me for the extended reading, I will be doing that, and the link to those readings is in the description box below, so you can head to that reading if you're interested and want to learn more and go into even further depth about your spiritual awakening and more about your love life and how all this is going to play out together. You can join me for the extended reading in the description box. But either way, I hope to see you guys back again soon. But bye for now.